Hi guys, what's up? My name is Ronald. We will be discussing all the important information that you need to know and the travel requirements that you need to prepare if you are traveling to Singapore. Especially for Filipinos departing from Philippines, this will also be helpful to anyone entering Singapore, no matter which country you are coming from. Mag-English muna tayo kasi yung first guide natin is for other countries. The most basic documents that you need to prepare is your valid passport and your flight ticket. Next is your Singapore arrival card. For those who are not familiar, Singapore arrival card is your digital disembarkation card. Everyone is required to submit this 2 days before or 3 days within your arrival date in Singapore. For travelers who only have a connecting flight or not exiting Singapore immigration, you do not need to submit your Singapore arrival card. Just visit ica.gov.sg or you can follow my tutorial. For people who needs a tourist visa or entry visa in Singapore, you may check this list if your passport is issued in this country. Visit this website if you want to process your tourist visa. For Filipinos, we do not need an entry visa to Singapore. Yellow vaccine card, it's not required unless you have visited these countries before you arrive in Singapore. For more information, you can also check this website. So these are all the things that you need to prepare when you are traveling to Singapore. Okay guys, so pag-usapan naman natin in Tagalog, ika-categorize natin yung guide na to or requirement. From government employee or first-time traveler, employed sa private company, business owner, freelancer, sponsored, and for students. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do muna guys, be at the airport 3 hours before your flight. Sobrang haba ng pila minsan. So yung travel tax, kailangan nyo bayaran for international flights. It's 1,600 for adults and then for kids minor, it's 810. So kailangan nyo gawin yon before kayo mag-check-in. Sa mga taong first time lalabas ng Philippines or first time magta-travel internationally, huwag kayo matatakot kasi as long as kompleto naman kayo ng documents at saka wala naman kayong gagawing illegal sa Singapore or sa ibang bansa na pupuntahan nyo. You need a valid passport. Make sure na it's valid 6 months. Next naman is your flight ticket with return date. If you can do a web check-in online, gawin nyo na guys kasi mas makakatipid kayo ng time pumila sa print out digital copy ng itinerary nyo and hotel booking. E-travel departure. And kasi departure is palabas ng Philippines. Kailangan nyo mag-submit 2 to 3 days before your flight. So kung ang flight mo is 20th, pwede ka na mag-submit ng 16th or 17th of the month. Punta lang kayo sa etravel.gov.ph. Next naman is yung Singapore arrival card. So binanggit ko to kanina, this is your digital arrival card in Singapore. Kailangan mo mag-submit 2 days before. Pupunta ka lang sa ica.gov.sg. So matatanggap mo yung email niya, katulad ng eTravel, meron kayong itatago na email from ICA. So I'm just gonna leave this list para sa inyo guys. So dadagdagan ko lang to base sa profile nyo, private employee, government employee, or freelancers. So next naman na pag-usapan natin is yung mga private employed or mga nagtatrabaho sa Philippines. You need to prove to the immigration na meron kang trabaho. So dito pumapasok yung COE or Certificate of Employment. Pwede rin yung HR leave, payslip. Kung bago ka lang sa company mo, mas maganda kung meron kang picture kasama mo yung iba mong office mates or yung picture mo dun sa mismong company. Next is your source of funds or bank details. You can print 3 to 6 months, bank SOA, transaction history, your bank cards, debit cards. Almost same lang yung requirement, no? Pero as a government employee, kailangan yung mag-produce ng authorization letter or authority to travel. Kasama na din syempre yung government ID kung saang department kayo. And of course, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung bank records or source of funds. Kasi kailangan nga natin patunayan na kaya nyo mag-travel. Next is for sponsored traveler. Or, meron kang bibisitahin kaibigan, you need to take note of this. So first is yung tinatawag nating AOS. So madami na akong ginawang video dito sa Affidavit of Support. Yung original na authenticated na document na gagawin ng sponsor mo abroad, notaryo nila sa Philippine Embassy. Matrabaho to pero mas sure na hindi kayo ma-offload. Next naman is LOU or Letter of Undertaking. Ito naman yung mga cases na kasabay natin yung sponsor natin or imimit natin sila sa Singapore. Kunyari, manggagaling sila ng Amerika or other country. Pwede siyang ipanotaryo sa City Hall or sa barangay. Basta you can use my free template. I-edit nyo na lang. Next naman is invitation letter. So ito yung pinakamadali, guys. If you are visiting Singapore or other country, tapos may work naman kayo and hindi nyo first time, sundan nyo lang yung format na ginawa ko dito and then print it out. Tapos hingi na rin kayo ng copy ng work visa nila or work pass. And kung OFW sila, hingi kayo ng copy ng OEC. Kung family nyo yung sponsor or nag-invite, dala na lang kayo ng copy ng birth certificate nyo or copy ng marriage certificate kung kayo ay kasal. Pwede ring photos or screenshots of your messages with each other. Kasi you need to prove na meron kayong connection. Next profile naman is for business owners. Pinaka-straightforward na requirement dito is kung register yung business nyo sa BIR, pwede nyo dalhin yung copy ng business permit nyo and your TIN ID or your transaction of taxes na binayaran nyo. And then next is yung bank certificate, yung bank cards, source of funds nyo to prove na kaya nyo nga mag-travel. If you have also photo of your business or screenshot, mas maganda. So next is yung freelancers. Pag sabi kasing freelance, pwede siyang online-based or home-based. So it's best na hingi kayo ng letter of endorsement or any letter from your major client na you have successfully completed a project from them. Kung register yung freelance job nyo sa BIR, mas maganda. Dala na lang din kayo ng proof. Lastly is yung bank certificate mo or your source of fund na pwede mong gamitin. For students naman kasi merong minor and then meron ding college. So for minors na merong pasok, dala na lang kayo ng leave of absence, certificate of enrollment, of course yung school ID. For college naman, simple lang, college ID pwede na or university ID. And lastly for OFW, first time na lalabas ng Philippines, ito yung mga direct hire. I have another video, you can check it out. Ang kailangan nyo nga i-produce is yung mga requirements na in-upload nyo sa phase 2, original and photocopy. For balik manggagawa, yung mga galing ng abroad, umuwi lang for vacation, madali lang yung requirement nyo. Besides sa basic documents, the passport and flight ticket, just provide your work visa, your passport, and OEC. Just to be sure, kung bago ka lang sa work mo, pwede mong dalhin parati yung verified work contract. Nag-roll out na yung OFW pass din. Kung meron kayo, you can bring it out. I'm actually curious kung pwede siyang gamitin sa immigration eh. Basta ang main concern ng immigration is kung ano ang employment status mo, what is your profile in Philippines, if you can afford this tour. And lastly, kung kailan ka babalik ng Philippines and your purpose of travel. So, tatandaan nyo lang tong mga sinabi ko. So, kung hindi ka pa rin nga nakarating ng Singapore, actually, ang dami ng improvement dito. Sobrang luwag ng immigration. You can just scan your passport. Hindi mo na kailangan makipag-usap sa tao. Yun lang guys. Have a safe flight. If you have any question, just comment down below or you can message me on Facebook. Hindi ka pa nakasubscribe, please subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.